All right. Hello, hello. It is I, the Rambler, and today this is gonna be part of a potentially long video. I don't know how long um it'll end up being because it's just the beginning of the process. But I recently did a test run of a mega campaign, um, which I was able to do successfully from Imperator all the way to Hoi 4 through um, CK3, Europa, and then oh sorry, wait, Europa is that what it was? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you EU, and then uh Victoria 3, then Hoi 4. It was quite interesting. The Roman Empire survived until the end of CK3. But what actually was interesting is a couple of the nations that are from Imperial War Rome actually survived all the way through, and those were uh see I feel like I'm gonna mess up this name. Uh Ptolemaic Kingdom, uh Carthage survived, and the Seleucid Empire became the Syrian Kingdom, and they also survived the whole time. So that was pretty impressive on their parts. So I have questioned if I really want to start with Imperator because the issue with doing like mega campaigns is that nations will sometimes just fully uh things can be less exciting when you have such big things carrying over each time. But we'll try it this time. Uh and then for the CK3 portion, I got something a little bit fun. In my mind, always fun. Mixing in with a previous video I've done where went to CK3 with an AI, and we created overpowered uh, lords, and they led their dynasties. I'm thinking we could do that for the CK3 part of this randomly and see how that shakes it up uh, as well. So for this part, Imperator, we are just going to observe. I will be playing through some of them. Like I think CK3 and Hoi 4 I would play through as like a small nation maybe. Um, Whereas for Europa, I keep saying Europa, but I don't know if that's actually the name of the game. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking of Bear Trauma. And if you know that game, I think the planet is called Europa, but could be the same thing. I don't remember at the moment. That I just struggle so hard. I don't know why. Maybe I should do the actual tutorial for that one. But you never fully learn how to play a Paradox game, I think. Same thing with Imperator. I think I'm gonna try to figure out Victoria 3. Actually, like had just bought it recently and I haven't actually like fully played it. I just went through the test run for this. So we'll see how that goes. Uh, but yeah, we're just gonna check this out. The Roman Empire like really took over in my first one. I'm expecting potentially similar look to what I saw before, but hopefully it's different. Yeah, more going on. Oh, you know what? I lied. It wasn't just the Potomac, or this place, Carthage, and what turns into the Syrianid Kingdom or Syrian Kingdom. Also, India ended up basically. I believe this is India. Uh, got uh, basically became one united country pretty early on. Um, I think it was in Imperator, but it survived like the whole time, and it was actually very interesting. Uh, yeah, I mean the United India owning part of Cascadia, and then like a Carthaginian. Europe and um, like Carthaginian Brazil, Carthaginian Canada, some crazy stuff. So, I think it'll be exciting, but I'm not gonna maybe talk much except for like showing up every once in a while, whether it's in voiceover or an actual, like during this. Things that I think are interesting of note, checking in. I think I'm gonna run it all the way to 867 AD. And so that is a very long time because this game usually ends early. Uh, I can't remember. Either ends really late, like almost AD, or it's right before AD. So like um right before classical era. But basically we're gonna be going a long time. So this is gonna take a long time for this part of it. But but we shall see how it goes. I'll try to like move it around so we can really see like different parts of it because unlike any other ones, you can't zoom out as far in Imperator for some reason. Um, but I'll try to move it around. All right, let's get this started. Empire CK3 picks up. Now, you can just run into a certain amount and then it'll auto run the world, but I wanted it to be as excuse me, close as possible to the actual time. So, this definitely played out a lot differently than my original one that I did off screen as a test run to make sure I knew how to do this well. We got some places here. Carmonia and Darinia are currently battling for the well, I don't even know what the heck. Supremacy. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I lost my train of thought there. Of the British Isles. The Roman Empire happened. They were split into Western and Eastern, but they did not fall. Instead of Carthage, we have Carthago. They've kind of been around. We see the Iberian Peninsula is a little bit more chaotic here. We have a completely non-dominated Roman Empire area here. We have Belgia here. Scandia, which usually appears around here, was actually able to get into mainland Eastern Europe and actually pretty far too. We have this place called Folia here. Ooh, I'm getting a phone call. And then we have Thrace, which actually surprising that they're around because I've seen them get swallowed up by Rome, but it seems that they escaped that fate and actually moved up way where they're not supposed to be, which is interesting. Uh, like in my other test run, the Potomac Kingdom is still around. The Seleucid Empire is around. Let's see, Tatan. It's a new place for me. Before it was a pretty much united India with like another big country just kind of here. So it's interesting that it is broken up a lot more here. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and convert this over to CK3, and then we can do the next phase of this. And I tell you, it took many hours. So I had forgotten to actually look at the religions and stuff so we can compare that. Um, culture. We got, Romans, a lot of places, Punic, got a couple of different things here, Scandian, a lot of Macedonians. Okay, Macedon really took over here. Got some Armenians, Samaritan, Parthian. Okay, just pure Christian. So we'll see. It'll split it up between Orthodox and Catholic when we actually get to it. I'm actually surprised at how much Christianity is here. They reached actually a lot, like very, very far. Before it was a lot of Hellenic in my first playthrough as a comparison. Wow. Vedic, got some Buddhist, Twistic. Huh. It's interesting. I think that's pretty much it for anything worth looking at here. Okay, let's hop into the CK3 version. All right, so we loaded into CK3. This is the world as we see it from Imperator. We have the Western Roman Empire here. We have the Eastern Roman Empire, Thrace, Scandia, Tatan, Potomac Kingdom, Seleucid, Carthago, British Isles are in there. whole thing here. And it filled out the map with the other things that aren't in Imperator. So besides the stuff that we did see, uh, a lot of it is still the usual, but we got a lot of different stuff. Like basically united Europe to a certain extent. Now, what I'm gonna do, if you've seen the previous video, I have no idea what I titled it, but I used AI to create basically super uh, kings, dukes, counts, super people, super rulers, and let them loose. Now, we could always just see how this world turns out, but I think it'd be more interesting if we dropped a few of them in there, and then I would play as one on, I don't know, either easy or normal or very easy, something like that. Because I'm not like actively trying to, win or anything. Just think it's more entertaining to be doing something rather than not. So first and foremost, I'm gonna get the AI set up, but then we will get back up. All right. So I finished making all the AI ones, which there's 6 of them in total that were randomly chosen to be in certain countries. First and foremost, we go over to Folia, where we have King Eric the Wise of the Skogreheim. I'm gonna butcher all of these. Uh, he is of Vespian culture and Firensidu, Norse religion. He's diligent, shy, patient, and forgiving, and that was all determined randomly by the AI. They seem to teeter more towards them being good, which is fine. Just sometimes you want to have at least one little evil force, maybe. We got Mundia next. They're in an interesting spot. I mean, first and foremost, I mean, Folia, they got a lot of stuff they're able to go after, but also some things that are pretty big. They might want to wait to tackle those. Mundia, we have Soledan, Raja, or Raha, the Iron Spear, who's Coptic, Smolian. He's ambitious, just, stubborn, brave, and wrathful. So, I mean, you got just kind of a lot of big stuff. There's a few tiny things, and you do get access over here, but we'll have to see how they do with all these big things contending with them. Next, we go to Carmoya. We have Emperor Turibas Al-Zahir. He's a Catholic Iberian. He is generous, gregarious, honest, content, and trusting. We'll see how he is able to survive or thrive potentially with with the Western Roman Empire and then Carthago right underneath them. So they are also in a tough spot. Yeah. But they're both Catholic. So, I mean, we can see they might go for some other stuff they can access through the sea. Then go over to Kyrgyz's Khanate, the Khanate. We have us here, Kagan, Batar, the Storm Rider. He is Tengri, and of the, however you pronounce that. He's brave, ambitious, just, callous, and wrathful. He's about maybe the either him or I believe the Mundia maybe are the bad guys out of them, even though they have certain traits that might be, good. Like Just makes this like, okay, he's a just person, but he is callous, wrathful, ambitious, and brave. And he starts out with a lot of territory here. I mean, this is maybe the best starting spot because you can grab a lot of these smaller things, but we'll see how that goes. Then we have Belgia. Oh, I didn't even realize Carmoya goes all the way up. That's the same thing. Okay, he actually has parts of the British Isles also. Did not even realize. Okay, so he actually it's tough because he's gonna be around a lot of states. Okay. Belgia. In a similar situation, I guess, to Carmoya, but even more restricted. Though, maybe he goes into the British Isles, but we'll see. King Charles the Fox. He's deceitful, ambitious, arbitrary, lustful, and gregarious. See, you could be like, okay, deceitful. Maybe he's the bad guy. But the rest of his traits, they're not good. But, maybe he is the bad guy. He's the fox. Okay. Then last but not least, we have the ruler of Ghana, Maghan Kofi the Golden. He's Bidek Sun Ninke. Uh, Generous, diligent, just, gregarious, and ambitious. So he starts off in, I would say, a pretty decent spot where you have all these smaller places around. You do have Carthago to your north, and if you go too far, you get to the Potomac Kingdom. But for the most part, you're pretty solid. Now the question is, do I make my own ruler somewhere in this world, or do we play as one of these? I think I'm gonna play as one separate from those six. And we're gonna go because I want it to be like kind of spread out. We'll see one person Ghana, Carmoya, Belgia. I mean, that's three on this side. Folia, Kurg's Khanate, uh, Mundia. I mean, it's actually like decently spread out. The only places are like here, but I don't think that's. I think they get their forced at really slow starts over here. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, we're gonna start way back here. So let's go ahead and load the templates. I didn't really look at what the religion was first and foremost. Let's do something here. Let's say I I don't think Islam exists. So this would be me potentially making it exist in this world. This allows us to be ahead of faith. Mm-mm-mm. So maybe I want Judaism. I mean, I think I'm interested in doing one that has multiple like wives or concubines so I can just have a bunch of kids. You know what I'll do? I'll just play whatever it's supposed to be. So Turumism? Ostioc. Okay. we go. I am cool with that name. So, Artis Condare. Now the question is, I mean, considering our circumstance, maybe we want to be a bit of a warlord, and these are what the stats look like for those guys as well. They have their personality traits. That was really the only difference. All this other stuff is part of it. It's basically the, super rulers who can have basically the best spot possible. Okay. Yeah, why not? I'm doing pretty casual. It's more about like what they've got going on more than what I'm doing. But I'm just want to be able to do something instead of just sitting there like I was with Imperator, because I do not know how to play that at all. Let's see here. Yeah. So first and foremost, I'm gonna save this as template. We can always come back here and just go into observer mode instead to see like what exactly is going on here. Let's go ahead and strengthen our bloodline. I am now the Bloodfather. Got us a wife here. Let's go ahead and romance. Oh, I get concubines. Yay. Doubt I have any. Actually, this is. Let me hunchback. It's just not great. But I can take her. Take her. Yeah. Yeah. Gluttonous, lazy, shy. Yeah, no, that's okay. Uh, we don't have anyone for Marshall because of what we're starting with. Let's go ahead and do Marshall. Dread gain and control growth. Yeah, I mean, the best way is to go after some enemies here, or some people nearby, so we can get prisoners and potentially get people. I guess we can just straight up go after these guys. Okay, and it costs piety. Yeah. I mean, because of how much we have, and we're on easy mode kind of thing, just gonna go to both of them. And, we'll see how my super easy life stacks up with theirs, I guess. Let's go up to full speed. We'll wait to check out our captured people until after we take these. I'm coming for you, my love. Yes, we're now soulmates. Let's go ahead and seduce. Okay, so we're heading there. Now we don't want to confederate because then we can't grow. At least for now. Maybe we will confederate after these wars. Alright, let's go ahead and check out our prisoners. So we got one. What's your deal, homie? You know, it doesn't really matter what your deal is. Don't worry, I'll treat you well. You get to uh see, now that we have this guy, we can actually decide who's best at what. Things aren't his best. That's that. See, intrigue. BR. Oh, I can actually reassign my shaman to. Well, I didn't want him to be there. That's my bad. I meant for you to. Oh, we get a lot more options with that. Oh, actually, I can go ahead and do that. Court chaplain. My marshal and champion. No. What can we do for diplomacy here? My marshal and champion, huh? We can. So make him court chaplain again. BR. And then make her or him BR. Wait, they're both named BR? Okay, that's totally not gonna get confusing. Uh increase control. Okay. We'll wait to check out Confederation till after. You get to be my antiquarian. Okay, he's good at being master of the hunt. Alright, let's just keep it pushing. Oh, time to test my blurring skills here. I've never had to do that. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, she wants my lover. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I do have a personal physician. Oh yeah, I equipped it her as the because she was average. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering what exactly the deal was with that. Yeah, we'll go with fertility here. You can employ both strategies to win this war. Oh, the lover is pregnant first. Okay, okay. Okay. So we start in 867. It's 868 now. We can go ahead and let's go ahead and create this title. Then it's actually kind of see. Oh, we can start vassalizing people. Heck yeah. Okay. First I do want to check in on buddies here. We saw what the map was like at the beginning. I don't know if much would have changed in 1 year. Uh, Knight, he seems to be vibing. He's got himself a kid. 2 kids. Because, okay, he has some concubines. Mundia. No kids yet. Gotta check this. Yeah, no kids for him either. Has some concubines, but no kids yet. I don't think any of his borders has really changed. And then Folia, also no borders have really changed, but they do have a kid. Which actually, now I'm thinking about it, they already have a kid. I don't have one yet, but I will have two momentarily. Let's go ahead and check out our prisoners. Hello. Doesn't really matter what your deal is, we need people. Okay, I think she can also... Or not. Anymore? I guess only when she's imprisoned, which that's totally not problematic. Okay, who's this dude? Okay, I'm bordering them. They're like, hey, bro, I vibe with you. You know what? Respect, you know? You're like, I don't want to get killed here. Same thing with you. We'll accept. Now watch as we grow. Okay, I actually grew a lot from that. I guess because it was like, oh, you now have... What's your deal, huh, buddy? Oh, he'll accept if I'm just offering it to... Oh, four people can... Yeah, we just got a lot bigger, so that explains it. Okay. We're getting a lot of vassals all of a sudden. I mean, there's not really a reason not to accept all these. Okay. Okay, he's got a big bit of land there. Okay, and the guy right in the middle. Okay. I mean, not as many wars, but we're not war hungry. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's what happens when you brag about having two kids. I became the cultural head of the culture. Which, I mean, I think about it, there's not, I'm assuming not a lot. Yeah, okay. So we have kind of just a little bit more areas. Oh wow, we're actually already touching them. That's scary. Let's learn their language. We're best friends. We have no reason to be at odds. Okay, five more just appeared. I guess like every one of my cultures, like, you know what, you're kind of the top dog. We just got really big, really fast. Alright, and we're gonna have to settle this with our vassals. Put some of them on the council. Okay, that's this guy. Thought it might have been, you know, the guy who's like in the middle of us. Well, we just became pretty huge. Okay, why will this guy not accept a different faith, different... Okay, so we basically got everyone who's within our thing. Just about. A lot of wars can be declared now. Okay, we got him. What's your deal here? Hmm. There's a whole difference. He's also a high chieftain. That's maybe why. All right, let's get our vassals sorted. Diplomacy. Okay. Marshal. Okay, spy master. Steward. Priest-dude. Okay. Well, we're gonna end up. I mean, also it's okay. Yeah, these guys are a different culture and everything. So definitely don't wanna swear fealty. No. We do not want to do that. We like gifting them an even greater head start than they already have. Okay. We got our first child. You know, now that we also have this, we can fill this out. Still no good jesters. Yeah, we'll accept you, buddy. I mean, because I'm not trying super hard here, I don't know about like actually doing infrastructure and stuff. I mean, the only reason I could confederate would be with Conda here, which is like, I don't think we need to confederate. Yeah, I'm not illustrious yet. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hold right there. Let them go there. Them go there. Oh, she died. Oh no. What, did someone else? Okay, now. Catch spells, cons, control Bruce. I mean, that's mostly for like. We ended up growing like really quickly, so. I mean, I guess just reduce the cost for stuff like that. Oh man, that is a rough start for us with her. Oh, okay, that was all of it. Well, let's see if we can actually capture another. Okay. Took some more prisoners. Like his wife. Oh yeah, already did that. I mean, we're distinguished. You know, we can take a break from attacking him to attack these other people, but yeah, Sapir. So now we're the duchy for both of those. Let me send him a letter. Okay. I think he's growing. Yeah, I mean, I think he's taking stuff from here. Oh, there's a confederation in your way, buddy. What year is it now? 70. Okay, so it's been 3 years. Let's go ahead and check in. Ah, they seem to just be chilling. How's the Western Roman Empire doing? See, they're at war with. Okay, fighting with the Eastern. Oh no, they're attacking Emperor Luke II in the Eastern claim on the county. Oh wait, okay, so they're gotcha. They're working together against the race. Folia may have taken a little bit there. See, Ghana, yeah, they've taken a bit. India, yeah, I think they've also potentially taken some. I mean, Belgium is also just see they have an alliance or a truce with these people, so they might have taken some of that land actually. Darinia, they're defending against. Oh, okay, I see. Kind of regional things there. And here we are. So we can't go to war with him for a bit. Okay, so this is my first child from my actual wife. Oh, but now she's sick. Tragedy is befalling me and her so hard with that. Uh, maybe we can. Okay, there is some wars going on. I mean, this guy's a vassal. So, I mean, my vassals are gonna start taking stuff as well. I'm tempted to, because we are bordering these guys. Oh, they're at war with them already. Never mind, they're about to join them by force. Uh, in that case, yeah, I'm just not his rightful lead in a different religion and stuff. So we'll have to take them by force. Oh, you may live in harmony and contentment. I have long coveted your lands, only been denied possession of them. Oh, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, we have to finish this war fast. Okay, I actually have an heir. Name him after me. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. We need to get some mercenaries if possible. We don't have any money. You know, they're a mighty force. Potentially, we can take them out as they're getting like split up. Okay, I mean they're busy doing other stuff. I mean, with them joining in, potentially we can win that. I'm not trying to impede, buddy. Oh, oh, oh. I mean, it was close. It was close. And then they split up again. Hey, Confederation, you wanna... Navels... Akon, a bro. Recently waged war. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the reason. Yeah, now we're just... Because it only really works on people who are like me. Yeah, I mean, we were moving. At least we halted and weakened them a bit. I think that's decent. That's not a lot of great choices with that. I can recruit mercenaries. It's only a little bit, but it'll have to do. Let me move this to there. Merge. Oh, who's this? Yeah, join us. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, now it just... They keep splitting. I mean, if we did better that time though. I mean, eventually they're gonna get like worn down from this. And we're getting decent bit of money. Maybe eventually we can also get even more mercenaries. Well, I can do this. I'll take a bit of time though. What do we have now? Some bowmen. Yeah, sure there. Yeah, it's only gonna cost me prestige. Okay, once we get there. Ah, they got it, dang. I mean, they're attacking. It gets closer every single time. Like, we're losing a lot here, but we're facing a monster. So, I mean... Like, there's not really anyone for us to ally with either. Yeah, like, I mean, we're... It's like 6 years into this. We don't have any kids to barter for, for alliances. We'll take anyone we can get. For real. Let's keep her locked up for now. Wasn't sure if there's any yet. I mean, this... Okay, let's go ahead and move there. Okay, she's up and running, that's good. Okay, we're at 5,000. Oh, it's really close. Really, really close. Okay, this next time we do that, maybe our final time, because if we lose it, then we're kind of screwed there. But I think... Uh, I think we'll be good to defeat them. Ah, they took that. I'm glad to put an end to it. Accept your surrender. Yeah. What was this for? Storm Rider. Olive. Riders clearing vessels game. Da da da. Title. What was the for the chiefdom of? Wait. I mean, so I think we lost a little bit of territory. We, did we kill his wife? Oh, no, she died in childbirth. Okay. Convert you, recruit you. So we lost that war. Not pretty hard. We were starting to get it together. I really wasn't expecting it. I mean, confederating with you now seems pointless, Conda. We're just gonna we just had a serious war. I don't think we're gonna be afraid of you, my friend. I think you're pretty cooked. Yeah, I mean we will let that run dry. Yeah, we'll deal with that guy in a bit. Let's get over there and stop that. You see now? No, I mean I wouldn't even. The Confederation doesn't No, I was just trying to do that because we were in danger. Yeah, there we go. So we gotta stop this raider. I mean, that was not very nice. Just deal with these raiders and oh, dang. Alright, well, that sucks. Disband them. Let our levies come back into existence. If I make a kingdom, then I have to start passing around my duchy titles. Who's this man? Why? Okay, he's terrified of me. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're racing against this guy here. But then, like, this exists. So, yeah, I guess I have to make a king. Oh, Goya? No, no, not that one. Yugra at first, I think. Well, we need 250 gold, which we'll get at some point. What about you? Just teach my children. Once we get to 250, we can. Oh, yes. We're great friends. Don't. Japan is just going to be theistic with Island. We don't have any people to confederate with, really. Okay, so now I am a king. I have too many duchies. I'm fine with giving this back to Buddy. Most people do have just a good opinion of me. Uh, I mean, actually, I could just go to my. Well, actually, I can't just give it to someone because I have to give them a piece of land. So, I mean, it comes down to who has territory in this. I think it's only me and the one dude. Yeah. So, I'm gonna give it to him. Okay. Maybe do have a royal court now. Well, we're friends with this guy now. So hopefully that means he's not gonna mess with us on it based on some of those skills. Alright. We still don't got a lot of options here, surprisingly. Let's start spreading the news. We actually have the one group of peasants from over here. Yes, I'm sure you'll tree losses. Yeah, probably should have. And that. I mean, I'm just taking anyone in. Sees that girl. Yeah. We shall seduce her. Oh, we can actually. That's huge. Let's actually get some horsemen in here. Arrogant. That's right, daughter of mine, be arrogant. Who you must care for the poor. Go ahead and be fickle. Was what to death? Burned to death. So many times I thought nothing could, as I turned my house. Marrying the mayor that follows my command, I must. Cephalus. Yeah, I think we'll get a different one. The name of Achilles' other horse. Let's see, one of Achilles' horses. Now the other horse. Yeah, she straight up burned to death. Don't know what that's about. That was random. waiting for it to get to. What was that? Wow. The burning was not an accident. It was murder. Who would have guessed? Um, yeah, no, there's it's definitely too few. I agree. She doesn't. I guess it's better to have her than you know, I can't even really do anything about that. Okay, I want to get to 880 to kind of look at the world. You've held this guy for like 10 years. All right, yeah. All right, I guess I should make the other king title just to have both of them. Okay, let's go and check in on the world here. Okay, see, this is Ghana actually started doing something. He has many children. Starting to move in more. Uh, yeah, yeah. Okay, they took more of the British Isles, and maybe a little bit more of the Iberian Peninsula, but that's it. They've kind of been stuck. Let's see, Darnia. That's just a thing. All right. They have not really done much either. They have a truce with Scandia, so they either were attacked or defended. Let's see, Mundia. I think, yeah, they've moved into India a bit and actually into the Seleucid Empire. Haven't really done much here, I don't think. I mean, we see he's taken over there. Yeah. And then we're here. So I probably am gonna do it in parts from this point forward. The speeding up process of Imperator will probably be in the front end of this. So, well, if you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.